Hey everyone, wanted to make a video just overviewing the parts and the patches for this song, Lord, I Need You. This is the Passion arrangement. The original recording key is B for male-led version of the song. This weekend we're actually doing it in D for one of our female worship leaders. So that's the key I'm going to be doing this video in. We're primarily working with two sounds essentially, at the beginning and the ends of the song, we're going to be working with a pad. I've actually got two pads layered on top of one another, and I'm controlling the cut-off frequencies, the brightness, essentially, of both of these pads, either with a mod wheel, or I have that hooked up to my expression pedal as well. Additionally, there's a piano that we're going to be working with in the middle of the song. All right. Some people prefer to have a pad on the bridge. I like to have a piano. It's really a preference thing. You can go either way, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be just doing pad, piano, pad. The piano that I'm using is Ian McIntosh's real piano. You guys have heard me talk about this in other videos. Feel free to head over to multitracks.com where you can go to their patches page and get a hold of that for just a few dollars, really, or a few more for the whole bundle. Again, it's a great sounding piano. It's going to show up on a lot of, Bethel, Jesus Culture, Carrie Joe stuff. The original recording of this song is a very nice, clean piano, but I kind of like that this one's a bit messier, a bit reverby. It's really a personal preference, but that's the piano that I'm using for this application. So I want to just start at the beginning, really working with that those pads there. One thing you'll notice about these pads right off the bat, they have a bit of a long decay and a long attack as well, right? So the decay meaning how long it takes for the sound to die, and the attack meaning how long it takes for the sound to really make it to full volume. So jumping back and forth between the quick chord changes, really primarily that 1 to 4, the D to the G in the key of D. At the beginning of the song during the verses, it gets a little difficult with just this pad because it gets a little messy. So what I would advise you to do is at the beginning of the song, let the guitars really carry the kind of the weight of the chord changes and really stick to the more important chords, right? So, Lord, I come, I confess, bowing here, I find my rest. Without you, I fall apart. You're the one that guides my heart. So again, I'm not doing those little walk downs. I'm not doing the 1 to 4. I'm gonna let the guitars handle that. I'm gonna stick to the important chords: that 1, that 6, the 4, and then that nice little A over D, or excuse me, D over A, add to the A. So. That's at the beginning of the song. At the end of the song, it really slows down a lot, and you're just playing through the chorus, so you can feel free to play every single chord because the chord changes are a little slower. Lord, I need you, oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteousness, oh God, how I need you. Again, you can hear that slow attack kind of messing with the timing a little bit. So if you want to, you can try to jump ahead of the tempo a little bit in order to get that pad to come in at the right time, right? Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need. Right, so you can jump that to compensate for it. You can also play with some of the reverb settings, whatever you want to do, but you're really not going to hurt anybody's feelings if you're just letting the pad do its thing, and you're right on the click. So that's the beginning and the end of the song. You're just sticking with the chords primarily. The middle of the song, you're sticking with the chords as well. But I just wanted to talk about the transitions and the bridge. So the transition from the beginning with just the pad into the piano, it's the end of the first chorus, right? Oh God, how I need. And on you, the downbeat of the next note, you're bringing in the piano. Oh God, how I need you. Okay? And then you're really just playing the chords through that whole part. There's not a lot of interesting, crazy things going on, just solid, really foundation there playing the chords. Your grace is more where grace is found, is where you are, right? So you're just doing that, and then, build into the chorus, right? Christ in me, Lord, I need you, oh, I need you. So match the dynamics of the rest of the band there. But watch that transition again from the first chorus into using the piano. Make sure that you get that on time. Even if you have to cheat a little bit and just sustain like a D or something while you're switching patches there. The other thing I wanted to mention was the bridge, right? The bridge does a measure of 3 and a measure of 4. Now, the song is in 4/4, so it gets a little tricky. I wouldn't necessarily recommend counting 7, but if you want to count 3 and then count 4, that really is what helps me. So it kind of goes like this, right? Coming out of the chorus into the bridge. So teach 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then you're back into 4/4, right on Jesus, you're my hope and stay, that second time. One thing I'll mention there as well, because it is quieter, if you've got the piano in, I wouldn't double your bass notes, right? I'd bring it up higher if you could, because you don't want to be clunking around. Right, that's not exactly the feel we're going for. So you can bring that back in when we get into the next chorus. And then the transition out of the next chorus and into the pad is going to be interesting as well. You've got really two options here, okay? You can end the song, oh God, how I need you. The switchover is on need. So you can do this, Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Right? So you can make that switch on need so that the downbeat, right on need, you're playing the pad. You may rob a little bit out of that last little crash, though. So another option would be to hit the piano on need and then switch after, right? So, oh God, how I need you. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need. Just hold the D until you hit your A over C sharp on you. Every hour I need. So that, to me, that's a little bit easier, and it's a bit more fluid, kind of letting the piano really come to an end there. But whatever is going to work best for you is what's going to work best for you, and then you just end on that pad there. So that's essentially it. Just those two sounds alternating back and forth. Again, if you want to use a pad on the bridge, feel free to do that. Just duplicate the patch in main stage. Otherwise, keep it like it is, and that'll be that. So that is Lord, I Need You by Passion.